So check this out. Apple stock is overvalued. Well, maybe a couple of people in the market think so, because you can see from this past Friday's trading action, what happened in the market in Apple. It got rejected off of our downtrend line. You know what that means? That somebody think that the market in Apple is overvalued. Somebody. I don't know who. But off of the footprint that we see here on this chart, somebody's thinking that the price of Apple stock is too expensive. And when something becomes expensive, you lose demand and people don't want to buy it because they perceive that Apple is trading at $178, $180, $183. That's too expensive. Just a couple of days ago, it was trading around $168. So why would I pay $183 for a stock when just a couple of days ago I couldn't get it for $168? Right? What changed for Apple stock? Was it a new feature? Is it a new particular type of stock? Like, what caused the price in Apple to go from 168 to 183? Because nothing's changed in terms of its features, technology, anything out the norm that you're getting better at $183 than what you were getting at $168. It's just a stock. So when we see price get rejected at certain areas, we have to think that people are saying that the market is expensive. That's what they're trying to tell us right now in Apple. Now, I did a price prediction in Apple here on September the 27th, looking for the price to go down. Did you see that video? If you haven't seen my video, go back and check it out, because I do drop price targets, because the market did not come all the way down to 165. I get it. But it did come down to our other target, 168, $168. $2.5%, 2.4%. This is where those buyers came in and said, yes, this market is definitely cheap now. I'll come in and buy it at 168. That's what they did. And since that time, the price in Apple went up an estimated 8.75% higher since September 28th. Now, will we continue to see the market be bullish? That's the biggest question, because if it is, then this market definitely is cheap. You will want to come in and buy it now if you're thinking that the market is not done with going higher. What do you think? Let's try to figure it out, because the chart actually lets us know these things. And that's the first thing that we already know, is that the market may not be cheap. It may be expensive right now because of this rejection right here on our downtrend line. Take a look at Apple here on the weekly chart. What do you think about this? Do you think that the market is accumulating, i.e. buying right here? Do you think the market is buying the stock? It looked like they are. It looked like the market in Apple is actually trying to buy here because they're looking for the market to go there. And in order for them to see the market go up here to 190 to 200, they had to buy up whoever is trying to sell right now. Apple on the 2 weeks. Look at this. What's going on here? Why is the market so close on the open and close right around $178, $180? Why? If the market was weak in Apple, okay? If it truly was weak, we would not be seeing these 2 weekly price bars all together, unless someone has maybe 100 million shares of Apple to sell, and they got to keep the stock up high until they get rid of it, until they dispose of all those shares. And then that's when the market in Apple will collapse. Wow. I know you guys don't want to hear that, but let's keep it real. That's what the case is in the market. Okay. Here's Apple on the 3. Are you bullish or bearish? Because let me go back to the weekly chart. The 2 weeks. This area right here, this 2 weekly price bar where we have the up fake and the push to go down bar, both are indicators of weakness. Did the market in Apple go down? Like, did it go down substantially? No, it didn't. What about on the 3 weeks? We got another up fake and push go down bar all on one bar. Did the market go down? No. So obviously, these are where buyers are hitting the market in Apple. I don't think the market is done with going up. I think what happened on Friday's trading action right here is just a pause. They're trying to get those sellers out the way. It looks to me like Apple, it wants to go higher. It wants to, but it doesn't mean that it will. A lot of the different time frames, we've noticed how price has been very reluctant into going lower. But I want you all to see something. That needs to be broken to the upside. In order for me to become bullish, for me, I need to see Apple's price break above this area right here, 183. I have to see that. Because majority of all of the transaction that has occurred in Apple stock has occurred below that area. Okay. And as you can see on the monthly time frame, we hit that area for the month of October. The market high came in at 182.34. And that is where the crossroads is between the downtrend and this resistance area. That would definitely give you confirmation that the stock is definitely bullish and it's going to go up. We haven't seen it yet. So I'm telling you. So maybe Apple is a stock that you just want to come back and chill and relax and check out, check it out every once in a while to see what happened to the price action. The longer that we see Apple stock trade below 183, the less likely price is going to go above it. Let me show you something else. If we begin to see the market in Apple do this, okay? So let's say this upcoming trading week and the week after. If we see Apple stock trade like this and it continues to hug below 183, then I would suspect that the market's going to do something like that. It's going to break out to the upside. But if we don't get that, check this out. I'm trying to show you the play. If the market in Apple does this, then it tells you that this 183 is massive. It's a massive area to where sellers are at. And those buyers who bought around 168, they completely gave up. They said, look, I ran out of money. I cannot buy any more Apple stock to keep it up. Now, to me, I think since earnings is coming up in Apple on November 2nd, to me, it looked like the market's going to try to just hug below 183. And if the news come out positive, then that's when it'll break up. If the news come out negative, the market would take that opportunity to break it to the downside. All right. So what should we do now? Well, to me, it looked like the market is weak. I think the market's going to go down initially. Yeah, I definitely think the market's going to go down initially in Apple. Like I said, this is where the crossroads is at. Boom, boom. That's where the downtrend intersects with the resistance area of 183. It's going to take a lot of volume to push those prices above those areas. So now, I think we're going to go a little bit lower into the market in Apple first of all. Let's see if it's worth putting on our price prediction though. We may just see it hit right around here. That's only 0.5%, 177.46. My second target will be around 176, 1.33. Then my third target will be all the way down to 173.75, was only 2.66%. So it's not even a lot. But I'll keep it on the chart, because the lower that we don't go in Apple, the better it is for us to see price break above 183. So let's do that. Okay. So let me bring this down just a little bit. And we'll keep these lines on the chart because it's a massive indication to let us know whether or not those buyers are still buying slightly below 183. Because if they are, great. We'll get rid of this price prediction, look for the market Apple to go higher. But we got to get that information first. It has to print first in order for us to say, yeah, we're ready to see the market Apple go up. Until we do, then my expectation is for price in Apple to continue to go down. Simple and easy. We'll see what happens. Give me your thoughts. Make sure You maintain the profitability. Hit that like button, save that out, subscribe. You're not going to get this anywhere else. Everyone else is going to give you some type of technical indicator. They're going to speak about some RSI, some MACDs. You know, the Fibonacci retracement. They're going to give you all of that astronomical numbers and try to gel that, mush it together to try to formulate an idea. But for us here, we only look at price bars and volume because that's the truth. If you want the truth, that's the only information you need to pay attention to. Make sure you maintain profitability, and as always, trade different.